what is going on, my brotherhood? Welcome to another new episode of Like, Love, and Destroy. If you guys are excited, I hope you are. Head on down to that like button and destroy it for me. And if you're new, join the love the brotherhood, and subscribe down below. Here today with me, I have Serafina and nobody else. We decided, since we're crunched for time, that this is just going to be an us day. But for all you guys out there who are new to the channel, let me go ahead and tell you what we're doing. Like, Love, Destroy will be discussion of characters, fandoms, universes, and other areas of interest we find in our day-to-day life. Our choices are made from our own experiences and reflect only our opinions. Please feel free to let us know your opinions in the comment section down below. Serafina and I, and only us, will decide on a particular fandom, group, etc. We'll make our decisions about those characters without telling each other. We will then reveal our choices to each other and you in the video. We react to them, giving our reasons for liking, loving, or destroying that particular character, fandom, universe, or other areas of interest. This week we will be discussing professional titles from professional wrestling. So, it's a different subject for you, right, hon?
Yeah.
Not really.
I don't know a lot about the belts, honestly.
Well, they have a lot of history. A lot of them do. Did you actually know that every organization in a section of the country in the United States had their own World Heavyweight Championship at a time?
No.
Yeah. They would say that their champion was the World Heavyweight Champion, and there would actually sometimes be some cross promotions where that champion would actually go face another champion to see who was better.
Right.
And sometimes that would actually make the two promotions become one. And that's how you got big, huge promotions like WCW, WWE, ECW, and then, they folded into one. Ohio Valley Wrestling was actually a big thing. And WWE actually bought them out to be a training ground for them. Okay. Until they got Florida Championship Wrestling, which became NXT.
Okay.
So, I believe Ohio Valley Wrestling still exists, but Florida Championship Wrestling does not. But here are some of the places we'll be pulling titles from. These are just the 8 biggest organizations in the world as of right now in professional wrestling, as far as I know. WWE definitely being the biggest in the world right now, even though their storylines kind of suck right now. They do. They really do. New Japan Pro Wrestling. I absolutely love New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're crazy over there. I love watching it. I don't watch it that often, though, because you'd have to find some place to stream it, and it's not like on Hulu or Netflix. So, Ring of Honor. I was a huge Ring of Honor wrestling fan back 5 years ago. I absolutely adored it. It's where I saw Kevin Owens for the first time. Before he went to TNA, that's where I saw, did he start out in Ring of Honor, or did he go to Ring of Honor after TNA? I don't know. But that's where I was first seeing AJ Styles and people like that. Lucha Underground is phenomenal, even though their storylines are ridiculous. And what I mean by ridiculous there is that they're like, it's fake, but it's such a well-done story that you don't care. Like... It's just that it's back in the days when the Undertaker would throw his hand out and lightning would erupt in the arena because he was the phenom, and
yeah,
that's the kind of stuff they do in Lucha Underground, and I really like that.
They have a lot of story.
Yeah, they have a lot of story. Lucha Libre Worldwide, AAA Wrestling. That's actually where Alberto Del Rio went after he quit WWE. He went there and became the AAA champion. Did some cross promotion work with Lucha Underground. Because Lucha Underground was getting a lot of recognition for a while. In fact, I believe in their breakout year, they had 2 of the top 50 most watched match, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But 2 of their matches were in the top something of the world for matches that year. And that's the year they came out in. Impact Pro Wrestling is actually the remnants of TNA Impact. It's pretty much garbage.
Ooh.
TNA used to be a great thing, but then Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff got their hands on it and they dirtied it up.
Okay.
And All Elite Pro Wrestling is making a lot of waves right now. As the new kids on the block, they are setting up for their first ever pay-per-view, I believe later this month or in June, called Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. I believe Cody Rhodes is actually the face of that right now. time will only tell. I've heard a lot of people from WWE are trying to leave to get their chance to go to All Elite Wrestling. I've even read some stories where on the internet, which of course you can't trust everything on the internet, that Vince McMahon and the board are not allowing any wrestlers to void out their contracts if they have stated that they're interested in All Elite Wrestling. So it's a new kid on the block, and it looks like it's actually making the WWE board of trustees and everyone else quake in their boots a little bit. So we'll find out eventually, but.
Right.
So before we start, I kind of wanted to go over some of the history of the World Heavyweight title. Probably the first worldwide recognized title. And that was first won in 1905, I believe it was 1905, by George Hackenschmidt. And he became the first officially recognized World Heavyweight Champion on May 4th of 1905 after defeating Tom Cannon for the European Greco-Roman Heavyweight Championship. He defeated Ahmed Madralin in England, Tom Jenkins in North America. Now, all those guys I mentioned, they were the top of their game in their respected areas. And then he won various tournaments all throughout Europe. We're talking Paris, Germany, Russia. He won all kinds of various tournaments all throughout Russia, Germany, Paris. I keep saying Paris, France, all these different places. And because of his just amazing skill. By the way, this is back in the day when it was for real.
Yeah, it was real wrestling.
He became the first ever recognized World Heavyweight Championship. And I actually have a picture of it. I believe this is the title belt that he won and wore. I'm sorry about the resolution. That's the best picture I could find. So, George Hackenschmidt, first ever World Heavyweight Champion, just so you guys know. Very interesting person. He never ate meat.
Ever? Like he's a vegetarian?
Nope. He was a vegetarian because he thought it was better for his diet. Not because he thought,
Right.
not because he had an ideology about it.
No, I mean, that's fine. I get it. Where did he get all his protein then? Did he eat
lots of nuts. He ate lots of
nuts?
Oh
man.
He ate so much food because you have to eat more when you cut meat out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to recall all this stuff from memory. I read a lot of stuff about him on, various website sources. He was a very interesting guy, though. Even up to his 80s, he was jumping those things that you see in the track and field.
Oh, like hurdles?
Yeah, he was doing hurdles, even in his 80s.
Wow.
Because he just kept that well in shape. So, George Hackenschmidt, definitely a wrestler of the age, probably, in my opinion, the greatest wrestler of all time because he is the first ever known World Heavyweight Champion.
For real.
For reals. Now, we'll go ahead and get into my honorable mention here. I have an honorable mention for a title that I really think WWE should bring back because it would bring a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Fans?
Fan interaction.
Okay.
It would bring a lot of fan interaction, and that would be the Internet Championship that Zack Ryder first came out with.
Gosh.
This belt, this is the social media age. Why hasn't this belt come back? You can literally refigure it so it doesn't have Zack Ryder stuff on it. Literally, you can have people Facebook for different styles of matches. You can have people tweet for what kind of matches are going to be. All these things, and you have to.
Maybe it's because it could be just about anything, and there's not a lot of control to it.
But it wouldn't be that difficult.
Well, no, but it would add a lot of variety that they might not be.
There are Twitter polls. You can literally say, okay, so our current champion right now, let's throw a name out there, for example. Daniel Bryan is our internet champion right now.
Yay, Daniel Bryan.
We will have a poll for who he will face at whatever day, and it'll be these guys. And then you can have another poll for what kind of match will it be. Will it be a standard one-on-one match? Will it be a no disqualification match? It's literally that easy.
Yeah. It's right. They probably just don't want to do it.
I don't understand why. It would get so much fan notice, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
So, I don't know. But that's my honorable mention for title belts, and it will.
Wait, is that the guy that's a woo woo?
Yeah, woo woo woo.
Okay.
You know it.
That's what I thought, because you have those glasses.
I know. I love Zack Ryder.
Woo woo.
I thought this was a great idea when he came out with it, and I believe he ran the polls and everything. Like I'll face whoever just on this poll. I think I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know.
But for my and let's spin that My is definitely the Lucha Underground Trios Championship, and I had two here. I cheated.
What?
The Aztec of the God.
You put both of them?
I did. I couldn't pick one, so I picked both. But the Trios Championship was my first ever exposure. I'm going to go back to that real quick so we can take a look at it. The Trios Championship was my first ever exposure to six-man tag team wrestling for a title. I've seen six-man tag team wrestling all the time. Apparently, this is a big thing in Lucha Libre style wrestling, and, I'll say this.
To have three of them?
To have three of them on each team. Mexican style wrestling, Lucha Libre Mexican, whatever you want to call it. It's a common thing to have not only a two-man tag team group, but a three-man tag team group. And a lot of the times, I've read that they do more tornado tag team style wrestling with trios wrestling, which means that everyone's kind of in the ring, but there's still only one legal person per each team.
Weird.
Now, in normal tornado tag team wrestling, everyone is legal man, but the way they separate it out is in this style of wrestling, you still have to tag in and out, but the referee is very, very, very lenient on people interfering.
Oh, okay. So they're just
So that's why I call it. It's kind of like tornado tag team wrestling.
Gotcha.
And so that's why I really like this belt. I really like the idea and the symbology behind it. I really think Lucha Underground was just an amazing, amazing wrestling promotion. I really think they deserve more than what they've gotten. I believe they should be competing with WWE. They're that good, in my opinion. So, I don't know. The Aztec Gods Championship belt, I really like the idea that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 people. There'll be a series of matches, and each person wins the medallion. Then they take their medallion and give it away as a chance to go after this belt. And those 7 people will be in a match all at the same time to win this Aztec of the Gods Championship belt. Whoever wins this belt automatically has a chance at any time they want to turn it in to go for the Lucha Underground Championship. So it's kind of like Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But I like this more than a briefcase because briefcases make no sense to me.
Well, it's the money in briefcase.
Yeah, but this is more to me. This is, this symbolizes something. This symbolizes I beat 6 of the most powerful people in Lucha Underground wrestling, and there's symbology there. I like it.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So those were my 2 likes. I know I cheated, but those were my 2 likes for this one.
Very much so cheated.
So for my love, and let's spin that love.
Love.
I absolutely love the big gold belt, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This belt has the most history in all of wrestling. Now, I know that contradicts what I said earlier, that belt that George Hackenschmidt won, but every champion had a different belt almost until eventually they got to one belt.
Right.
And this belt was the crowning achievement in all professional wrestling.
It's big. It's huge. It looks big.
This is the staple. This is the. I was so mad when WWE decided to drop this belt and get their own belts. I was mad. I was upset about it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you prefer the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship, which the Universal Championship is what took over this. But I think the Universal Championship is stupid compared to this, so I'm the champion of the universe. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I know they're talking about the WWE universe, but it's just dumb. But the big gold belt will definitely be my favorite championship belt of all time in all of professional wrestling.
Okay.
Now, let's go ahead and get to my destroy. Spin that destroy. Before I show you guys what my destroy is, I'm going to say this. I also don't like belts that have the promotion on the belt.
Okay.
Because I think that I've always liked the idea that, the belts may be owned by that promotion, but you're not the champion of that promotion. You're the champion of, the world and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying there?
Yes.
But a lot of belts have their promotional name, promotion's name on them, so I can't, we would be here for the next 45 minutes,
Right.
So, but I do have two belts that I absolutely hate, even more than that. And those two belts are John Cena's spinner belts, the United States Championship and the WWE Championship. I freaking hate the spinner belts. They are stupid. It's a mockery. It's freaking horrible. It takes two belts that have such prestige and history behind them and makes a total mockery of them.
They spin.
I hate it.
Spin, 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 spin.
Oh my gosh, I hate it. So
you just made Kyle cry.
Yeah, I know. Kyle's gonna see this and he's just gonna say, "You're stupid. You can't see me.
You can't see me."
Oh. But that's my like, love, destroy. We'll now get into Christina's like, love, destroy. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I don't know. I was bored.
It's the like, love, destroy title belt.
I was gonna make it gold because that's seemed the traditional colors, and then I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna make mine blue because I like blue, and none of the belts seem to be blue unless they had an American flag on it. So I was like, I'm gonna make mine blue and pink.
That's the cool thing about making
Screw
title
you.
belts, though. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly. So I made this. I don't know if it even looks like a real belt or not, but
I think it does. It looks pretty good.
Okay. So I just busted this one out and I was like, boom, championship belt. But yep, this is like, love, destroy.
So is this your like?
No, this was me messing around because I was like, I gotta do something cool, right? Anyway, alright, so I was gonna go to my special mention. And I did.
Ooh, I like it. The Hardcore Championship belt.
Hardcore Championship belt. It was established in November 2nd, 1998, and it was retired in August 26, 2002, when it was unified with the Intercontinental Championship.
I'll never understand that. But it was unified with the Intercontinental Championship.
I don't know. I just looked these things up because I didn't actually know. But I like that it looks like it was an actual belt that got broken and then duct taped. And I think it's cool for what they were doing. You don't even have the whole champion,
Champion.
But I think for what the belt was representing, the type of wrestling it was, I think this is a cool choice for a belt. So I think it's a cool belt. I'm kind of sad that they don't have this anymore.
Yeah, they can't really do what they used to do.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was dangerous because it sounds like it was.
Do you want to know who one of the most famous hardcore champions of all time was?
Foley?
Yeah, we met him. Mick Foley. Mick Foley.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's done a lot of crazy stuff, so props to that guy.
Just to let you know, one of the biggest reasons why the Hardcore Championship came to be was because of ECW wrestling, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Mm-hmm. Everything they did was hardcore, so WWE wanted to try to, catch that glory a little bit, so they made this belt.
Fair enough. I mean, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about the actual wrestling part, but this belt is really cool, and I thought it was very cool looking, so I don't know. I like this one, so that's my special mention.
Okay.
And this was almost the Divas belt, just because, the pink one with the butterflies and stuff.
But they're not divas. They're women's wrestlers.
They're not anymore. Well, what I mean is, it was...
It's a very cute belt, though.
It's cutesy, but it's also terrible. I hate that I like it. just because it's so stupid, because it's just a pink butterfly belt, but I liked it, and it's like, I want to hate you, but I can't, because I like the colors. It was bad. But then I was like, and then I found different belts, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this one here, and we're just going to go on. So.
Alright.
Alright. Well, I like this belt. Anyway. Alright, so for my like.
Uber like!
Uber like, yeah.
Uber!
Except I only picked the one. The Lucha Underground Gift of the Gods Championship title belt. And it debuted in April of 19th of 2015. And, yeah, I like the lore, and I like the medallions. Like Caleb already said, you have to win all 7. Because, like, they give the 7 medallions to 7 different wrestlers, and then they have to duke it out. And whoever gets it gets the belt and the medallions. And then, as soon as they cash it in, then they give the medallions to 7 new people, and they let them go at it. So, I thought that was cool.
It's a really cool. It's literally a ripoff of Money in the Bank, but better.
But it's cooler this way.
It's way better
Because it's 7 people, like, and there's, yeah, and like the story, there's a lot of story, and they're like, it's the 7 Aztec villages, and like there was a lot of lore to it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's
That's why Lucha Underground is so great. There's so much ridiculous lore.
Very dramatic. But I like the idea of having 7 medallions and separating them out and making, you know, those people are important up until the belt is created. So I like that. I like that you have to construct this belt in order to win it. Alright. So, yeah. So there was an Uber like. So there's that one. And this is my love.
Ooh!
I picked out...
You picked Jeff Hardy's custom TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes. I liked this one. This black and silver one.
This is when he was Willow, by the way.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure this is when he was Willow.
I don't know. It didn't really say. It was really hard to find information about this belt, really.
It's just the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, except, you know, this was his custom one. But it was really difficult to find, like, pictures, even. And yeah, it was debuted by Jeff Hardy in Impact Wrestling October 18th, 2012, like, right after he won it, essentially. I think he won it on the 14th or something. And I saw it and I was like, this is a cool belt. I like the color scheme. I mean, it's granted it's only black and silver, but I think it looks very nice. It looks very clean.
You're very simplistic when it comes to color and stuff usually. Like you like shades of black and shades of gray and shades of silver.
Well,
done well, you know.
Yeah, I like simplicity when like there's a lot of detail to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of detail in this belt. But
his Willow character was so crazy. Like I don't know how to explain. Jeff Hardy did a lot of esoteric characters, and Willow was definitely one of them.
Yeah, I saw some really creepy pictures of Jeff Hardy trying to pick this thing out.
Oh, well, just so you know real quick, because I don't think you watched it with me, Jeff Hardy actually suffered an injury,
Mm-hmm.
and him and his brother had to relinquish the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Well,
no, SmackDown Tag Team Championships, my bad.
From what I've seen, Jeff Hardy's been everywhere, and he has belts everywhere. He's been all over the place. But yeah, and then from what I understand, like, the belt would, like, light up, and, like, these eyes and stuff would flash with his music. Like...
That's cool.
Yeah, like, it said, like, this was, like, the craziest belt. Except he's got... After this one, he got, like, 2 different ones, like his Legacy one, and there was another one, and they're kind of ugly. Like, he's got, like, a white one that's kind of similar to this, but it's white, and it's got colors in it, and then he's got the Legacy one, which a lot of people said was, like, the ugliest belt ever, because it was, like, purple and weird.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so he's got some ugly belts, too, but I liked this one. So, I'm going to give him that. This one is a cool-looking belt. So, alright. And then, for my Destroy, I picked the Universal Champion title belt. You're welcome. Anyway, so this one was unveiled at SummerSlam, I think, in 2016. So, I was trying to look all this up, because I was like, I'm going to have to include some information. I don't like the belts where it's just, like, the big W's, or like where it just says like the name. I don't know. For some reason, I find them really boring, but I don't like this one the most because I've looked at all the other ones that have W's and like at least the colors look nice, but like I don't like this red. I mean, I get that it's for raw, but I don't like the way this one looks. I think it looks just kind of weird and leathery. I mean, and I picked this one out, and then when I was looking it up, I found out like a lot of fans don't even like this belt. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I felt a little validated because nobody likes this belt.
Nobody really does.
So I don't feel bad destroying it because I didn't like it just by looking at it, because I think out of all of the just plain W belts, I think this one's the ugliest. I like, oh gosh, what one is? There's a white one where it's white. I don't remember which one it was for. I think it might have been for SmackDown, so it's like white and blue. Does that make sense? Is there one that's white and blue? That's a big
white
W.
And blue?
Yeah. I don't know. There's one that's there's one that's white. I don't know if it's white and blue or white and red. I don't remember who it was for. That one I actually liked because I think that has a nice look to it. But this one is ugly. The colors, it's ugly. It's weird, like leathery texture is ugly. I don't like this one. So I destroyed this thing, and I don't think this is probably like my least controversial destroy because apparently nobody liked this thing anyway.
No, nobody does.
But then they said like Seth Rollins was just like, you're supposed to respect what the belt represents, not what the belt is. And blah, blah, blah. I was like,
it can still look good.
You're like, sorry, Seth Rollins. I don't think this one's cool.
Alright guys, well thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you did appreciate this episode of Like, Love, and Destroy. I'd like to know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section down below. Did we ignore a belt that you guys think needed to be on there, or do you guys agree? What would be your Like, Love, Destroy for professional wrestling title belts? Let me know. I don't know what we're doing next week, so I can't really give you guys a spoiler, but I will let you know that we will be having one next week also, so no worries there. But I want to just say thank you so much for joining in with us, and again, if you enjoy this video, head on down to that like button, hit it for me, and if you've subscribed already, make sure you hit the little bell so you always know when some Mock Creations YouTube and cosplay content's coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!